cmpradio.net. It's the station.
cmpradio.net, man. This is Uncomfortable Conversations. We was just in here having a very uncomfortable conversation. And yeah, man. So, the question today is the fear of truly being seen, right? This is Uncomfortable Conversations, and shout out to my co-star, my co-host, you feel me? Drea B, how you feeling, Drea?
I'm good. I got more energy today. How are you? How are you?
I see that. Yeah, I gotta figure out this. See, now I'm out of the camera, right? I gotta bring the camera back. There it is. There we go. All right. So you want to touch on what we was talking about?
We can. I ain't trying to get no trouble though.
Right. See, that's the thing, right? So let's stay on topic.
Okay,
let's stay on topic.
okay,
Right.
okay.
Vulnerability, man. That's a big word. Not only is it a big word, but it's a word that carries a lot of strain for a man. Mm-hmm. Right? Because we're told not to cry. Mm-hmm. We're told to be strong. We're told to keep moving. We're told to not stop. We're told to pick up the house. We're told to move it across the street. We're told to clean the grass. We're told to take out the trash. We're told to do the things that require strength, not weakness. And a lot of people see vulnerability as a weakness, as saying, I can't do something. Back in the day, people believed that having diabetes was a weakness. You feel me? Having a certain ailment that required you to take medicine was a weakness. This is why men don't go to the hospital. This is why men don't go to the doctors. This is why a lot of men don't live past a certain age, because they're scared what the doctor's going to say, what the doctor's going to find, and what they'll have to do. So vulnerability for men, and I can only speak for men, mm-hmm. Is heavy. I learned that the only way to truly love somebody is to be vulnerable, is to allow them an opportunity to hurt you. Because that's when you know love is real, right? I believe that, and I used to say this when we first opened the radio station, that how do I know it's love if you can't forgive me? How do I know it's love if I can't forgive you? You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with forgiveness.
Okay.
I don't. I've forgiven people. And if you do it again, now it's war. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
so how many strikes do somebody get with
it's
you?
It's baseball. It's 3 strikes.
It's 3 strikes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 3 strikes. It's not 3 fucking strikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't have to swing at the ball for it to be a strike. You can hit a foul. You feel me? You can do some old foul shit. You do some, like, that's not really a strike, but it's a strike. But if you get certain amounts of fouls, then you strike out. You know what I mean?
But how many fouls you get?
The first 2 fouls are strikes. The 3rd foul is not a strike. The 4th foul is not a strike. The 5th foul is not a strike. The 6th foul is not a strike. You feel me? The 7th foul is like, okay, now you're being smart.
That's too many fouls.
It is, but it isn't a strike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like you giving a little too much grace.
Yeah. And sometimes grace is needed, is it not?
It's needed, but at some point you teach people how to treat you. If it's like somebody keeps on committing the same offense, it's like, how many times am I going to let you do this before I like?
How many times I'm going to let you do it? I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I knew, right? I know for me, there are certain things that are fouls that aren't fireable offenses.
Okay, give me 2 of them.
Give you 2 non-fireable offenses? In a relationship, we have disagreements. Mm-hmm. And this is from my viewpoint.
I hear you.
If I come around you,
okay,
and I notice that, your parents have a way of talking to each other, right? That you grew up around.
Okay.
If you display that energy to me, that's a foul. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, that's a good one.
Right? If I notice that you didn't really see your parents together.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you don't know what it's like to be in a relationship.
So you're not going to strike them out.
I'm not going to strike you out.
Okay, that's fair.
We can work on this, but you have to be willing to be accountable and held accountable on what you're doing.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you you're doing something and then you don't realize it. And then you got an attitude and you feel some type of way and you don't want to be held accountable to it. So that's a foul to me.
Okay.
You feel me? Those are things that we can work on.
That's fair.
We can go to therapy and we can talk about it.
Okay.
I believe that from the beginning, sometimes in a relationship, we're starting a relationship. If we say we're going to be together, we got to go to therapy.
Okay.
We say we're going to be together. And the plans to be together are to be married.
Okay, I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not to play house. It's not to play around, right?
All right.
We want to be together.
All right.
You feel me? Because I'm not going to date you if you don't want to be married. And we can have sex. We can play around. We continue to do that for forever. But if you want to be Mrs. Bryce and I want you to be on my side, then we got to go to therapy. I need to know what's going on here. I need to know what's going on up there. I got married at a very young age, 23 years old.
Wow. I can't even imagine.
Right? 23 years old. I was with her 6 years prior. So we were together from the age of 17 to the age of 36.
Y'all were kids, pretty much.
To the age of 36. Absolutely. And there were some things involved in that situation that didn't go right for either one of us. Mm-hmm. I became a straight up dog. Like, crazy. But I loved her. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, but it was like, damn, like, how I love you so much, but you can't love me the same way. You feel me? Like, what's the problem? And it wasn't, I'm saying, and this is me saying, okay. It's not anybody else. I'm saying she never got a chance to see it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she never got a chance to see a man and a woman love each other and fight for each other correctly. Mm-hmm. As opposed to seeing a man and a woman just fighting each other. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if that's all you saw coming up, that's how you think it works. You say you want a relationship, you think we're supposed to argue. You're supposed to do shit for us to argue. We're supposed to do. No, we're supposed to talk about this shit. Mm-hmm. We don't have to be mad at each other all the time, but that's where vulnerability kicks in, right? I was vulnerable from the beginning.
Okay.
This is what it's about. I saw my mother and father in love.
See, and that's what I will say. Even though your dad passed away when you were young, you did see what love looked like, a healthy love. Like, I can actually say I had no example of what was right and what was wrong. I had neither. So it's like I was just shooting darts. Like, so I can only imagine, and y'all got married young. So that's tough. People
say too many fouls. Quanisha Swiggett, what's up, Q? Too many fouls. Listen, after you strike one person out, there's another person that's going to come up. You understand what I'm saying? You can either strike them out or hit a home run. How many people are you going to fucking date before you try to make it work with somebody.
You need to try to make it work with yourself first. Though.
Right. So I'm saying, if you made it work with yourself and you know what you want, and you meet somebody, you be like, no. You watch these movies now, girls got lists. A list. 50 things a man got to have before she even think about dating him. The end of the movie, it's a man that don't have none of those 50 things. So you got your mind made up that you want a man to have a certain car, have a certain job, wear a certain suit, look a certain way, smell a certain way. And you got a trash man. But he's a nice guy and he treats you nice. So you don't know where this person is going to come from. But if you don't give it an opportunity, you'll never find out. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what do you mean too many fouls? You drop a nigga. No. See, my thing came from, I was mad, I was upset. I just wanted to hurt somebody. I was already feeling pain. Mm-hmm. My dad died. Right? Then my grandma died. Then I was lost. Then I went to jail, I came home, I was frustrated, I was mad. Like, damn, I fucked my whole shit up. I'm trying to get my shit together. I'm trying to be the person that she wants me to be, but it don't work. It don't feel right. So I dipped off again. I come home, I say we shouldn't do certain things, but nobody trying to hear it, I run away. Vulnerability led me to running away because I wasn't trying to be hurt again.
But then I'm going to stop you. You just said you was trying to be the person that she wanted you to be. But you guys got married so young. Did you even have a chance to see who you wanted to be? So again, how can you focus on being what somebody else wants you to be? You ain't even figure yourself out yet.
We had kids.
I guess that just cancels everything.
Yeah,
out.
we had 3 kids. We just met Pilar, right? Mm-hmm. It's like we had 3 kids, and you heard my son call me on the phone. So I didn't want to leave my children, so we stuck around. We kept on playing. I was running from being seen. I wasn't trying to be seen. Right?
It's scary to be seen.
Well, but in that it being scary to be seen, that's where you learn the truth. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like that's where the truth is shown to you. That's where you learn who you are. Right? Mm-hmm. And I had to learn that. I had to understand that. So I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to do the radio station. I didn't. I was at another radio station. I was like, no, I'm just here to see things, how things go. You feel me?
So I gotta ask you a question. This is just a random. So like, how old are you? 46. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm 43. I'm not that much older than me. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to know, like, do you feel like at 46 you've met any like woman that has actually got to see all parts of you?
At 46?
At 46. Has anybody been fortunate enough to see all parts? The murky parts of Pierre, the hill parts of Pierre, everything that makes Pierre who he is today. Has anybody had the privilege to tap into that?
Not on a fair, not on an even level. Meaning, there are people, I'm going to say my ex-wife, has seen all parts of me. Okay. The person I am now, the person I was before, the person I was before that.
Okay,
right?
Okay, all right.
The devil, the giver. She used to say, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You just being nice to everybody. And that was what I did. You feel me? But I'll say she's the only person. There's another person that wanted me to be better.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I understand that. I get that. But I didn't trust it. You feel me? Like it didn't. Again, I say this, like women, y'all cheat with the best equipment. Y'all got straight nails, right? When you cheat with a man ain't worried about doing nothing else. You feel me? So you'll never know. Literally, you'll never know. Women, oh my God. Y'all want to be seen. Y'all need to let the woman know that you're doing it. Yeah, because, like, Like, are you tripping? Why are you wilding out like this? Did you not know? Did I lie to you? No. So you get away with shit. then you can do it and forget about it. A man can't. It can't go like that because the women want to be seen. What you want to be seen like this? You just want to ruin the situation. Now my woman want to leave me. She arguing. She fussing. You like, you can come here.
But see, you're speaking from your perspective because when you were out there, you was like, yo, I got a person, this, that, and the third. But everybody don't move like that. Some people are deceptive. I mean, if you cheating, you deceptive, period. But some people will, be having people thinking that they single when they not single. So you speaking from one perspective, your perspective. But every situation is different.
Every situation is different, and people do lie. I get that, but you know when somebody has somebody. You know it. You can feel it.
I agree.
Right. So you don't have to say nothing.
I agree.
You feel me? Like you always talking about, oh, how come you don't never call? You feel me? Why you ain't never available? How come you don't
never go out?
What? See, if you asking a nigga that question, you already know what it is. Some questions you don't have to ask.
That's facts.
Now you get to asking them questions, it's that you're a glutton for punishment. It's like driving a car, the wheel fall off every other day. You gonna keep driving all the way to Philly?
Some people are,
a
they like,
for punishment.
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
All right. So, no, I know.
But you know what? Something you said just triggered a thought for me. Like, to be vulnerable is hard, especially when you have to deal with all parts of yourself. Right. But what I realized in the last 4 years is just because somebody was able to see all parts of you, like they may have been that person for you, but that doesn't mean that person is the person that you're supposed to be with. I had to learn that. Because when you have not been seen and then somebody finally seen you, it's like a great feeling, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a romantic situation. Right. It could just be that person was meant to be on your path and serve for that purpose, but that doesn't mean that person, you are meant to be with that person as a mate. Right. And some people be having it fucked up. Think, oh wow, this person really gets me. They really know me. We should be together. Maybe they just might be a cool person that was there for a season, for a time where you needed them to be, and you're grateful. You share your gratitude to them, but that's what it is. Right. You gotta know what things are. People be breaking their own hearts, thinking things are what they aren't.
People hide behind performance. A lot of adults are not being themselves. Right. I said most of us were performing strength. You feel me? Like confidence, independence, spirituality, success. We're doing all of these things for other people. We're not really exuding it for us, right? Or giving the energy to us, because the real version of them could feel too exposed, right? So for me, people say, Pete, why you always talking about what you did and how you are and what you like? That's because that's what I did. That's not who I am. Mm-hmm. Now, if there's anything that relates to the other side, then we can have a conversation. I'm waiting for somebody to say they want to talk to me, like to find out the real me. Because there are tons of people out here right now talking. And the thing is, you're talking to the wrong people. Because the people that you're talking to are running back and telling me everything.
Well, most people are not going to want to have that uncomfortable conversation because they want you to be exposed, but they don't necessarily want to expose
I don't
themselves.
Expose other people. I don't have a problem with exposing myself. I've never had a problem with exposing myself. There's nothing about me that I run from. Nothing. Literally. I'm not running from anything about me. And that's a part of vulnerability that opens you up to the point where you can't hurt me. I've already been hurt. I've already cried. I've already sat in a corner and been upset and been frustrated and felt like I didn't want to be here. I came out of that. I'm still here.
But the thing is, you reached a place where you're not worried about appearances, a facade. Like, again, some people, they are more comfortable wearing a mask because the mask keeps their image, clean.
The mask becomes exhausting.
To some.
I had a mask on for years. Like I was a nerd. I had to put a mask on of being a certain type of person. That wasn't who I really was. I didn't want to hurt anybody. I didn't want to do the things. I wasn't forced to do them, but it made me cool. First time I got locked up, it was a gun charge of Philly. I graduated school in 1997. I got locked up January of 1998. Gun charge of Philly. That opened the door for everything else that I got involved with.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, that made it cool. Oh, nah, he cool. Oh, he got it. Yeah, he on probation. He ain't like the rest of them. You feel me? Like, I threw that mask on. I took that mask off when I came home from upstate. Right? But I had spent so many years running from that version of myself, like trying to hide the nerd, trying to hide the geek, trying to hide the dork, trying to be something else, to the point where I fucked up a lot of shit. You feel me? Like, and trying to get that all back, right? Trying to understand who I wanted to be. Man. So I know what it's like to put a mask on, and that mask is exhausting. Pretending you're something else. Whether you're pretending you're okay, or you're pretending you're good at something, or you're pretending you're a drug dealer and you're really not. You feel me? Like, whatever it is, it's exhausting. So you have to take it off, right? Because you're running yourself right out of your race.
But you got to have a safe space to take it off sometimes.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't have a safe space, it's like, you're going to hold on to that.
That safe space for me was upstate. It was crazy.
Wow.
Right? There are no guns up there. A nigga don't want to fight. You understand what I'm saying? But a nigga will carry a gun. I'm not going to fight with nobody that's got a gun. Because after it's over, you going to try to kill me. Because the goal in fighting is to beat you. Doesn't matter how I beat you. Doesn't matter what happens. I'll choke you out if I got to. You feel me? I'll bite your ear off. Mike Tyson showed you that.
Yeah.
So, like, if you got a gun, nigga, you going to shoot me after that. So, no. I'm not fighting on the street. Upstate, no problem. Nigga, what you say? I wasn't walking up the nigga's ass on that, but if anybody said anything, what'd you say? How you say it again? So, just mind my business. I'm going home. 18 months. That's it. Let's get in here, do this. I'm never coming back up here again. I'm going to make sure of that. Now, there were some instances when I came home that played against that.
Okay.
You feel me? But God knew I wasn't the same type of person I was before. Right? And, he blessed me. He blessed me twice. You feel me? To make sure I didn't go. All right, I got to switch up and stop doing that. You feel me? So.
And see, like, when you talk about, like, your times of being incarcerated, it's hard for me to believe that you was ever, like, in the streets. From me talking to you, like, even from the first time I met you, I would have never thought that. Because you don't seem like, I mean, I'm not trying to stereotype, but you don't seem like somebody that's, like, in the streets or like to be out and about. You seem like somebody to just be, like, chill, lay back. Now, you don't bother nobody, but you ain't going, like, if somebody come to you with some BS, like,
we handle it.
Yeah, but you just, you not out there looking for trouble.
I've never. No, I can't say never. We used to go looking for trouble. That's how I caught the gun charge. You feel me? We were looking for trouble. I think once I matured, I always wanted to be with my friends. You feel me? Like, whatever we need to do, we need to do. You feel me? Hustling for me was like
family.
Not family. It was like, it was against the machine. You feel me? We were making money and it couldn't be taxed. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people didn't understand what I was saying. I'm like, yo, no, the United States government was funded on da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We could do this. And niggas looking at me like, nigga, don't nobody care about that shit. Like, but nah, man, if we making this money, we can put the money here. We can buy, like, I was on by the block back way before Niggas was thinking about doing, we need to buy this house. We need to buy this. We need to do this. We need to.
So where did your love come for, like activism? So even when you was in the street, you was like pro, like
my father, my uncle.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Like, I heard them talk all the fucking time.
All right.
Like, so my uncle, he came to me. I got locked up. I was going to, I sold to a cop, undercover cop, 5 times.
What?
Yeah. It was crazy, right? Because, so my family, my cousins were judges.
Okay.
My uncle was a lawyer. Before my cousin was a judge, he was the state rep of Chester, Pennsylvania, the 159. Okay. Right?
Wow.
So I had a family that was in tune to things. I get locked up for these charges. My uncle, he's sick at the time, cancer. And he talks to me. He's like, listen, this is the life you want. I get that. You feel me? And he had a Jamaican accent. He's like, Rasta, you need to understand, the only way to the top is 2 ways. You're either snitching or you're killing somebody.
God damn.
And if you ain't got that in you, then you need to stop. I wanted to prove him wrong. Nah, you can get to the top other ways. Huh? You come together. How can you come together with people that never experience unity? I've been preaching unity since I started the radio station. I've been preaching unity since fucking 1995. Wow. I was still in high school. Like, yo, we need to come together. We need to make this. But things don't work like that, right? Because people have never seen unity work. But what do you mean? We're free. We got voting rights. All the things that we have right now is because of unity. Marching, working, it works. Meetings, talking about things, it works. But if you don't want to do it, it'll never happen.
True.
So, I didn't really understand what I was called to do. You feel me? I was always good at bringing people together, but I could never get them to do what I needed them to do.
Wow.
You feel me? So it was like, I need to get my shit together. You feel me? And I understand that, right? When I started the radio station, I was still healing, right? So I didn't do a lot of things right. You feel me? Understanding that now and seeing it now and understanding who I can be now, it's different. It's like, all right, because what I became was somebody that can go out into the community and tell people to put their guns down, right? I can have somebody that didn't have a value on their life, put value on their life. Just by talking to them. Like, you really gonna go shoot somebody because he messed with your girl? And you gonna go upstate for 20 to 40 years? You know how many other men gonna be running through your girl? You think she's still gonna be your girl when you come home? But you killed this nigga over her.
Now your life is fucked up.
Now your life is done. You feel me? Over money. Nigga. Over, I think he's not gonna kill you. He doesn't want to go upstate. He doesn't want to spend his time in jail. Come on, man. Let's figure some things out. You can hustle. Nobody said you can't hustle. Right? I get why you hustle, right? It's easy money. I get it. But you don't got to be out here shooting people. So doing that, having that power, having the willpower to go into different communities and talk to people, that set me aside. That told people I was different. And when people see that, they fear that. They get scared of that. So
people fear the unknown.
It's not the unknown. They fear what happens when somebody is capable of bringing people together. Unity scares the shit out of people that don't want us unified.
That's true.
You feel me? So, but again, vulnerability plays a big role in unity.
True.
And us talking to each other and us building with each other. You have to be vulnerable. Because if you're not capable of being vulnerable, you're not really capable of building any fucking thing with anyone.
Speaking of that, when I think about like all the different platforms like in the city, people podcasting and things like that, I haven't run across any males that are like kind of like the vibe as you, like telling their life stories. Like, I realized that I have not ran.
It's a lot of people out here doing that.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of people out here doing that. But again, everybody hasn't gone to therapy. Everybody hasn't sat in the therapist's chair and cried. Everybody hasn't called the people on the phone and said, yo, I'm sorry. Everybody hasn't received a phone call saying, you ain't apologized to me. It's like, I'm sorry. I did apologize. You just didn't take it serious. You feel me? Like, you want me to call you back in 3 weeks and apologize? You feel me? Like, would that make it work? Don't be smart. I'm not being smart. Like, when I apologize, I mean it. I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you. It wasn't. But you also got in the car. I didn't kidnap you. You opened the door and had a seat.
That's where we always go back and forth about that.
You opened the door and had a seat. Yeah. Or you invited the devil in. You invited the vampire in. Mm-hmm. You can't be mad.
I was still gonna be mad, but I get your point.
You can't be. What was the movie that they just came out with? Where the vampires was trying to get in the barn.
Sinners.
They asked them they couldn't come in unless you invited them in. And when the girl finally invited them in, what happened? All hell went loose. So like you can't get mad at that. You let me in. You knew what I was. You knew who I had around me. You knew the type of shit that I was doing.
But some people be trying to get the benefit of the doubt.
No benefit of the doubt. How you give somebody the benefit of the doubt like that?
I ain't saying me.
I'm just saying, no, you're speaking for them. So you got to know why they give benefit of the doubt. Why would they give benefit of the doubt? Right. No reason.
What's reasons?
No, that's no reason. Tell me the reason.
Maybe some people might, believe that they're different, that, you may be different with them. Some people always think they're exception to the rule.
Different?
That's where you can get messed up, though. Sometimes when you think you're going to be an exception to a rule, when somebody has shown you who they are and you still invite them in, then that is on you. We've all been there, though. We all have. But at some point, it's like, when do you, shut the door?
You shut the door as soon as you figure out that this nigga ain't shit. And it ain't hard. Motherfucker said I was like a gift. Like somebody gave you this shiny gift, and you open it up, it was shit inside. You feel me? Like,
what? Oh my God.
And I understood how they felt. You feel me? I say, hey man, listen, I'm glad you figured that out early.
You wasn't offended?
No, why would I be offended? Because that's how I was at that time. I was running the street. You feel me? Like, and you either gonna rock with me or you not. You can't. I thought you was better than this. You feel me? I thought, well, if you thought I was better than this, then keep on thinking that and leave me alone. You didn't have to come in. You didn't have to invite me in. But shit happens, man. Shit happens. I'm not mad.
You shouldn't be. You had a good time.
I don't want anybody.
You had a good time.
I don't want anybody that had a good time. Anybody that had a ball with me, I don't want them to be mad. You feel me? I need them to just breathe. Let's push that.
There's one thing somebody might have had more expectations. The thing is when the meeting of bodies and spirits, like you gotta be on the same page. That's where you save each other headaches and heartache. When you're not on the same page, that's where things go left. You say tomato, they say tomato. You had to take a sip on that.
I think sometimes people date inside of their own insecurities.
Okay, explain.
If you never saw, never knew, never felt real love, how do you know it's real love? If you're looking to get over a father wound, you're going to date somebody that looks and acts just like your father. If you're looking to get over a mother wound, you're going to give off those energies that you learned from your mother. If you're looking to get over a father wound from a man, you feel me? Like you're going to be the doer, the giver, the provider, I can do this, I can get this done. You feel me? If you're looking to get over for a mother wound from a man, you're going to deal with a woman that don't know how to love you. Inside of your insecurities is who you end up falling in love with. So you have to get yourself fixed. Like you said earlier, you got to heal that shit.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
No, see?
I feel like I can say now how I date now versus how I was before doing therapy, like really not just going, but like being invested is totally different. Like I'm like, dang, I repeated certain patterns. I don't even want to start. Like, yeah. It's like, yeah, you say you want this, but this is how you're showing up in your relationships, and this is how you are, and yet you want different, but this is how you're showing up, so you're attracting this. So I get it. I totally get what you're saying. And it sucked having to like own it, you know, saying, hey, some of your patterns, unfortunately, even if it wasn't the patterns that you have, is not necessarily all your fault, you know, but once you have an awareness though, you like, damn, I got to do something about that.
Do you believe that people can only love the version of you that you allow them to meet? Because what other version would they be able to love? So if you present as a provider, like you'd say what is that? What is the word I'm looking for right now? I got a brain for it. Your representation. Your representative or whoever, the person that when you first meet somebody, you first start talking to somebody.
Your representative.
Right, representative. That representative shows up, and that representative always wants to go out, always wants to do things, always wants to be with you. Then 3 months later, he don't want to do that no more. Right? So that's the person you met. But I think relationships start after the first 3 months, after the first 90 days. That's when a real relationship starts. That's the person that you're going to have to deal with for the rest of this thing. You feel me? So, yes, it was fun in the beginning. I won you over. So, now it really starts after these 90 days.
I want to say something, and I usually try not to speak like too much about my personal, but one thing I'll say, being in a healthy relationship, and at some point in time, I was thinking like, when is the shoes going to drop out? Like this person consistently wants to go on a date. This person consistently tells me they love me. This person is very, very, very consistent. In my mind, from patterns and things I've been through, I just like, something's bad's going to happen. Okay, we're dating all this, we're doing all this, and then the shoe's going to drop. And then months went by, and then a year went by, and the things have still been the same. But I had to unlearn like a lot to even be receptible to someone like the person I'm with, because the old version of me would have
what?
Destroyed that.
That's crazy. But you know it.
Yeah.
And there are women out here that do that because they aren't capable of sitting down and talking about what they learned coming up. I think most of us are protecting our little kids, man, our inner child, right?
Absolutely.
And we don't want to go back to see, like, what did I learn when I was little? Like I said, again, I learned love, bro. If I didn't get anything else, I got that. So that's why I don't have no problem with giving it. I will love anybody, bro. Like, literally. I will love you and understand that and just hope that you can give it back to me. But if you're not capable of giving it back, or you think I'm soft or I'm weak because I'm giving love, well, that's your loss.
But you know what? I had to be honest with myself and say I knew how to love, but I didn't know how to healthily love. And my love was like, okay, if you need me, I got your back. Like, I got your back. Like, if you sick, I'm going to take care of you. If you need something, I got you. But all the other stuff.
Oh, what other stuff?
Let's start like nurturing. The nurturing part was not my thing.
Why not?
Because I didn't have that capacity.
You did?
No, I did not.
Your grandma didn't give it to you?
My grandmother did.
Right, so you had it. You didn't want to go back and grab it.
I don't know.
Right? That's it. You had these things, right? And I think when we got to go back to everybody. Everybody. I didn't have my father, but I had my uncle. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and he gave me a lot of good advice. On top of the advice that my dad gave me. You feel me? I had my other uncle. He gave me advice. I watched him in his marriage. I didn't want to be like, I'm not going to say I didn't want to be like him, but it was certain things that I didn't want to, you know. Mm-hmm. I watched my cousin. You feel me? He gave me advice. It was street advice, but, you know, she cheat on you, cheat on her. It's like,
But even with that being said, when I talk to you,
can I just talk to her about it? I was a nerd at that time. You feel? It's like, what you talking to her about? Nigga, you tripping. You better go slang that thing. I was like, all right.
But you know how to cut that off. As much as you can be like.
Now.
You.
Not at 18, 19, 20, 21. I didn't know. I really had no idea. And like I said, it wasn't like things happened later. They happened early, which led me, you know, no, just drop it. But I didn't. You feel me? I get warning signs. I am a habitual red light runner.
Okay.
Right? I'm running. We'll work it out. Because we can work it out. It wasn't a real relationship at the time. You feel me? We were just talking to each other. Yes. Had sex? Absolutely. But it wasn't. You were in college. We were in college. We were just having fun. You feel me? In college, there's multiple people. Yeah. There's always someone there. There's about 2 or 3 dudes on a woman in college. I
think the ratio when I was in freshman orientation, they said it was 16-1.
16 women to 1 man?
Yeah. Something crazy like that. They told us that in freshman orientation. That shit was crazy.
Crazy. But you'll notice it's more men around the women than it is women around the men. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was understanding forgiveness, man. My mom forgave me. I watched my mom forgive. You feel me? So I forgave. Now, it wasn't supposed to happen again. But when it happens again, now it's because she thought I was doing something. I wasn't doing anything. But I get it. Okay. So it was like, all right, well, I can see why you could say I was doing something, but I wasn't doing anything. But now I'm going to do some shit. So if I was you, I would leave. And it didn't happen that way. So it's like we just kept going down that road until I hit the wall. And I was like, I can't continue this. Like, you're playing with me. And somebody's going to get hurt.
You know what? Having this conversation makes me have flashbacks of, like, when I used to always think about, like, you know, I'm this great person. I'm loving, I'm kind and stuff like this. But you can be loving, but if you use your words to tear somebody down, that's not loving. Even if you would give the shirt off of your back, that's not loving. And I realized, like, the power of our words. Like, if that's something I wish I could go back, you know, in time in regards to, like, how, like, I would speak when I was, I mean, we angry, we can say some mean things, but, like, I could drag it to hell. And that's, like, you shouldn't do that, even when you're upset. So those are some things that I had to get better at. Speaking when I'm frustrated or angry, not saying stuff to hurt people. Because if I was that way, I would not be in good shape right now.
At all.
Right.
At all. It's very hard, man. It is almost. When you hang with your friends, all your friends have a certain understanding about a certain thing. Yeah. That's why y'all hang out with each other. Because y'all like certain things.
Right.
And then as you grow, you begin to gain new understanding. If your friends don't want to understand the new things that you're understanding, you have to leave.
I've been through that.
Right? And that's just growth. That's just growth. But it's also a form of vulnerability as well. Because now you have to examine your friends and say, yeah, this is not giving me what I needed to give me. You know what I'm saying? It's not doing nothing that I needed to do. So I have to continue to move. Now, if you don't, then you're stuck. And you stay stuck. Now you get to hating on people that are doing other things. Now, not only do your friends just sit around and talk about other people doing other things, but now you're acting like a real biatch about shit. You get in your bag, you feeling some type of way, you hating. You're going places just to disrupt it. Not to congratulate it. Not just, but to look for critiques and things that you can pull apart from it. Because you're looking for that stitch. You just want to pull motherfucking shit off.
Wow. That's really sad.
And that's what happens when you don't allow growth to take hold of you. Because it don't keep coming back around. It comes around twice. First time, you can miss it. The second time, you better be on it. You better hop. Can't be scared. All right, so I say tomorrow will be 2 years. My mom been gone.
Wow.
And I understand everything. Right? The friends that I had that are still, I still love them. Mm-hmm. Right? It's just that you're not going where I'm going. I can't tell you where I'm going because I have no idea. And I don't know where you're going, right? But I know we're not going to end up at the same place. You feel me? And you got to ask that question.
But sometimes, do you have to travel the same places to be in somebody's life all the time?
No, we don't. That's what I'm saying. I said the same place. I didn't say we weren't friends. I just said we're not going to the same place. Right? You're going to apartment B. I'm going to apartment Z.
So what do you find? Where's the middle ground?
Love. I still love you. You can still call me. You can still check on me. I can still check on you. If I call and check on you and text you and you don't answer, then I already understand that it's nothing there. And I'm cool. And I know, trust me, I know how to stay in my zone.
You know what? The most uncomfortable thing I had to deal with, like maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, I had a childhood friend. We had not talked for 10 years, and then she came back around like 2023, and I realized at that moment, at times we were talking, I'm like, wow, we're always clashing. And this person would be like, oh, I really know you. We've been knowing each other for X amount of years. And I realized in that moment that somebody, you can know them for X amount of years. You can know them all your life and they still don't know you. Just because y'all known each other for as a long time doesn't mean that they know you. And I had to have that realization about a lot of people, like, I know this person all this time and they don't really know me. Like, that really sucks. And it's like a disconnect. And having to sit with that and being like, okay, so am I going to try to reestablish or us get to know each other, or are we just going to go our separate ways?
And you have to be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that's a form of vulnerability, right? Letting go. A lot of people don't like to let go. A lot of people leave and think we got to be enemies because we let go. We ain't
got to be enemies at all, right?
There's no reason to be enemies. Now,
it is reason to be enemies sometimes. Sometimes it is, but I'm still not going to be an enemy, even if it's a reason to.
Nah, I'm not. I can't say if it's a reason to, I won't be, because then I'm ignoring the reason. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes when you ignore the reason, I learned from the streets, you don't ignore the reason. Right? You allow the reason to dictate how you view things, right? Because if you ignore the reason, then you're allowing somebody to get close to you that can hurt you. So I don't ignore the reason. I can't ignore the reason. If there's a reason behind why I don't fuck with you, then it's there. It's up. That's where it's at. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But if there's no real reason and it's just based on growth, there are tons of people that I used to hang with that I don't hang out with no more. There was no reason behind it. We just grew apart.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's okay. I see you. What's up, bro? How you been, man? What's up? What's going on? Like, what's up, sis? How you feeling, man? It's good to see you. You feel me? Like, there's no reason behind it. It just doesn't apply. It doesn't work. And that's, like I said, that's vulnerability. That's letting go. You feel me? Like, not holding on to things because you feel like you have to, or if anything's happening without you, you feel like, you're missing out. You're not missing out.
True.
You're growing. Healing requires honesty, right? That's friendships, that's relationships. You have to be honest about the pain that you feel. In every relationship, you have to be, super honest, right? You can't heal,
Which you don't reveal.
right? And you can't heal what you keep pretending does not hurt, right? Vulnerability is scary because it forces you to tell the truth to yourself first, right? You got to tell yourself the truth. You got to love yourself. You got to make sure you're doing the correct self-inventory. And that's what I said, man. I sat on the couch, right? And I cried on the couch. And I told him, like, I tried to kill myself twice.
Wow. Once
when I was younger and another one recently. You feel me? And if it wasn't for my son, then I wouldn't be here. Like, really.
Wow.
Call me. My kids saved my life. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Before it was my grandma. She looked at me. She said, "Boy, what's wrong with you?" And she pushed me and I fell. She's like, "Oh, no. Call my mom." Right? I went in the hospital and I told them I had a headache. I just had a headache. And they found a cyst behind my, whatever's back here.
Okay.
Whatever that shit is back there. But I really tried to take myself out of here. And then my daughter tried it. And I realized, like, damn. And that was after I filed for divorce because I heard her. You feel me? I was moving out of the house. I was the only, me and her, we was like thick as thieves. Okay. You feel me? And I came in the house, emptied my pockets out. She counted the money. She put it together. You understand what I'm saying? We sit there and watch Disney. You feel me? It's like, can I get some candy? Yeah, we can go to the store. We go to the store. You feel me? Like, man, that was my homie. You feel me? And so when I filed for divorce, I wasn't there. So she didn't have that. And things changed. You feel me? I didn't realize how bad I had hurt them. But I understand now, so I have to be vulnerable for them. I have to open myself up and tell them how I felt at that time. You feel me? It wasn't all about Dad just not being shit. Like, right. Dad was dealing with a lot of shit. You feel me? Like, and I fucked up my decision making. I had to let them in, right? Because I couldn't be guarded anymore. Right, because I was guarding where I was hurt. So I think letting them in allowed me to heal.
Okay.
Right, letting them in allowed me to see what they saw.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And like, oh, okay, I see where I fucked up.
Do you trust yourself now to make like decisions? Like, you trust your decisions now?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
I definitely, because listen. Like I said, I haven't smoked a cigarette in 28 days.
I remember you was telling me you was going to quit, and look at you.
Yeah. I haven't, I'm still doing everything else. So. Still doing everything else. That's crazy.
Makes you honest.
Oh, man. What scares people more, being rejected or being fully known?
I feel like being fully known.
Scares you? I don't care if you know me. You need to know me. I need everybody to know me. Know what I like, know what I want, all that good stuff, right?
It's being fully known. It's the murky parts of you, too.
The murky parts of me, too. I don't think you should know the murky parts of me. Like, I don't think you should know who I'm sleeping with. You shouldn't be wondering who I'm with. You understand what I'm saying? Like, am I standing up for the community? Absolutely. Am I in the... You should be worried about that stuff. But when you become something else, then they want to know something else. You know what I mean? So I get that. But no, I'd rather be fully what scares me more is not being rejected or being fully known. It's not being understood.
That's a good one.
Right? It's not being understood. And I guess that's related to being fully known. You feel me? Because when a person knows you, they understand you. Right? I'm not a thief. I don't steal.
I've had very few people understand me in this life. And
I'm not a thief. I don't steal. I'm not manipulating anybody. You feel me? Even though I've been called a master manipulator.
A master?
Well, you have to be. And I had to understand that. I said, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, some of our greatest leaders are master manipulators, meaning they can get you to understand why they feel so deeply about something. Mm-hmm. And they can do that with their mouth and their words. Mm-hmm. So can I. If you think I'm a master manipulator, then I got you to do something that you didn't want to do. So I'm okay with that. You feel me? Like, I didn't get you to kill anybody. Did I get you to sell some drugs to somebody? Did I get you to steal something from somebody? No. You heard my kitten? Yeah, he's mad.
He's very mad.
I want to come out. Some people are not afraid of love. They are afraid of being seen without their armor.
Oh, I agree. I agree so much.
Vulnerability does not make you weak. It shows you are brave enough to stop performing.
I had to learn that. Man, once I stopped doing that, stopped performing, I felt so free and empowered, and I stopped taking a lot of bullshit too.
You cannot ask for real love while only offering a representative.
I agree.
That's what I said after the 90 days. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That's when it really starts. The 90 days, you're supposed to get the best. I'm supposed to woo you. I'm supposed to pick you up off your feet because I'm going to disappoint you. Do you think disappointment is a part of relationships?
That's a tough one. Man. That's a tough one. I feel like there's going to be peaks and valleys, but I'm not saying.
So in a valley, you ain't disappointed?
A valley could be somebody gets sick and nobody did something wrong. Somebody loses their job.
You're not disappointed? He lost his job. He can't do what he used to do. Like, it's okay to say you're disappointed. It's okay.
It's part of life, though.
But it's okay to say yes. I could be disappointed and still love somebody.
Yeah, of course. I could be disappointed in somebody and still love someone. I can. I have.
Why are you scared of that word then?
Because I don't want to see. I don't. People sometimes be thinking like struggle love. You have to have struggle love, and I don't subscribe to that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, but struggle love is
like it's like, oh my God, all my life I had to fight, and we've been through all the trenches, and like I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want to be. I don't want struggle love.
I get that. But that wasn't what I was asking.
Okay, I might have went off the tangent.
Right.
Go ahead.
Disappointment, right? Disappointment is, you feel me? Things not working out the way you want them to work out. Not the cheating, not the abuse, not the talking, not the nigga gambling, the rent money away. You feel me? Like,
okay, because my mind went a whole other way.
Yeah, like
no, I get what you're saying.
You feel me? Like, can you love a person through disappointment?
Yes, of course.
Right. Of course. So when you ask me how can I forgive, can we have a conversation?
How many conversations?
Man, listen, that's me. That's a personal thing for me. I've had 2 relationships in my life. Two real relationships.
You make me not feel so bad.
You feel me? Like 2 real relationships. Now, have I had sex with a lot? Yes. Yes, I have. But 2 real relationships, meaning that we met untethered to someone else.
Dang. Wow. So that means I literally only had 2 adult relationships, like real relationships. I'm 43. I had a marriage, and then the person I with now.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Man, I always thought like the learning curve of not having like that experience of being with somebody so long, like, you know what I'm saying? I always
You learned a lot from one person.
Yeah, that's true.
You learn. Guess what? Everybody said, "Man, you should love her." I would have learned all of this stuff from 10 different women. I learned from 2. Now, have I experienced multiple? Yes, I have. Do I have multiple baby moms? Absolutely. Mothers of my children, I don't like the word baby moms. Mothers of my children, absolutely. And yes, I said it and said I don't like the word, but I have multiple. And I love them all. Right? Mm-hmm. I want them all to be great. I want them all to marry, get married, and meet somebody that can fulfill their desires. Just like I want. You feel me? I want the best for you, just like I want the best for myself. That's what's up. The only way you're going to get the best is to calm down and get yourself together. And what that takes, I don't know. I didn't know when I was dealing with you, but you ain't want to listen, so you'll figure it out on your own. But being guarded may protect you from pain, but it can also block you from your connection.
Absolutely.
So drop your guard, right? Be vulnerable in your relationship. Talk to your partner. Talk to your partner with love. Talk to your partner with trust. Talk to your partner with hope. Talk to your partner about what you want. Talk to your partner about what you see. Again, we had this conversation last week where we were talking about the husband getting married and the wife seeing her girlfriend at a wedding playing around.
Oh yeah, that was juicy right there.
Right, and every woman. No, I wouldn't say anything. How is the man supposed to trust you? Because if I reversed it and said it was the man and he seen his homie and he was knocking off, you would say, "Oh, he should say something." Ain't a person.
I said say something to the person, not say something to their mate.
No, say something to the person and tell them to tell their mate.
Yeah, you can say that, but that don't mean they gonna do it.
And that's why you do it in front of me. You're my friend. We've been through things thick and thin. You know you fucked up. Okay. Right there. That's being vulnerable. You know you fucked up. So you got to admit to your fuck up. I don't have to stay for the whole conversation.
And you might end up losing a friend.
You might end up losing your husband.
Okay.
So which one is more important? Your friend or your husband?
My husband.
No. I'm not going to lose my husband. I can lose a friend. The real question is not why does vulnerability scare grown adults? The real question is what happened to make us feel danger? What happened to us that made being vulnerable feel dangerous? You can look back to your inner child.
I got plenty of stories.
You can look back to your inner child. You protecting that inner child, and when you're protecting that inner child, you're not trying to have those feelings come back.
That's real.
I thought being a provider and doing and giving and showing up and being everywhere for everybody was what I was supposed to do. At the end of the day, when you stop doing that, you realize who's there for you. I thought listening and understanding and following was what I was supposed to do. No. So.
You know what? I want to share a little gem. Emotional safety is something that's really big for me in my friendships, platonic ones, and in my current romantic relationship. What I realize as a woman is that, if I want emotional safety, then it's okay if I lead with that. It's okay if I model that. Because at the end of the day, sometimes as women, we be thinking that it's always the man that has to model certain things. People can't give what they don't have. So it's okay to sometimes, if you have experience in something more than somebody else, to lead in that area. You can set that example. You can set that tone. And I realize that has worked wonders for me But if you want safety, you have to provide safety.
Yes, you do.
So that has helped me.
So safety is important. Vulnerability is important. Talking is important. Communication is important. All of these things are important to relationships, right? And if we're not capable of giving it, then we're not capable of receiving it. Because you got to give to receive.
Thanks.
Right. So, this has been another episode of Uncomfortable Conversations with your hosts, Drea B and Uncle P. Always reminding you can't
hear what you don't reveal, y'all.
So reveal it. Talk about it. Be vulnerable. Allow the pain to come in. Right? I said allow the pain to come in so we can sit it down and talk to it. Because once you sit your pain down, you realize it's a little kid. And he just lost. Right? Listen, I get it, right? Certain things hurt worse. Certain things frustrate you. Certain things make you mad. Certain things make you not want to deal with people. But once you sit down and you think about why, you got to ask yourself, why did I allow that to happen? What did I learn from this happening? And you realize that it was a little kid kicking a rock or playing hopscotch or jump rope. And you were just trying to protect them. Vulnerability is real. And without it, you can't grow. CMPradio.net. It's the station.